Alright, so today I wanted to talk about outfit lists, mainly on how NPCs wear what they wear, how mods affect the outfit list, and just talking about how why a lot of people are underutilizing a lot of mods. If you have a lot of mods that affect outfits, they don't work the same as a normal leveled list. So if you don't have it set up right, a lot of mods just won't be used. So we're going to go through that. Before I get into that, I just wanted to go over um, changing body types on follower mods, because I see that quite often on the Nexus. Somebody uploads a follower mod, it's got a specific body, and people request the author to upload a version with another body type, and there's really no reason you need to make that request. It's super easy. The only issue is if it has custom armors, but I'll go over that real quick too. So say you're using, this is one I like, Pandorable's heroines. So this one has a bunch of followers, and each one has their own folders in here. So you don't want to go into actors because actors is just going to be your face gen meshes for their face. But most follower mods are going to have a um, secondary folder with some kind of name here. So this one's here. So we go in here, and these are all our followers. Now, I did want to mention is if there is nothing here, a lot of follower mods don't even use a specific body type. It just uses whatever you have installed already. But this is just for follower mods that specifically say like needs UMP, needs CBBE, that kind of thing. Um, so if I go into the name of one of the followers here, like Freya, this is her body um, right here. So all you do is overwrite these files with your body. So say this was a CBBE body, I would not use UMP. I would just go into my UMP mod, go into my meshes, and copy these files here, then go over to there and paste and overwrite. So now her body is set up for the blessed body, but the other thing is you have to make sure to do the same for the textures. So coming back here, texture, same thing, Freya. You're gonna have to copy the body textures too. So you gotta go into whatever UMP or whatever body type you use as textures, um, and copy them over. Now this is also where you can use a variety of textures, so you can have more variety in them. So like my main replacer is tempered skins. If I wanted to use um, the Valhalla just on her, I can do that. So I just go in here. She's a normal Nord, so female. I'd copy these. Even if it doesn't use all these, you can still copy them. It just won't use some of them because this has some extra um, textures for like old and stuff. But you don't have to look through each one if you don't want. You could just copy all these um, and paste them over like that and like that. So now Freya's set up with a blessed body and um, Valhalla, Pride of Valhalla textures. So I'd have to go into each one and do that. Now the one thing to keep in mind with textures is there are specific textures for the face um, based on race. So if you go in here into your textures, you can see all the different races. If you go in there, it's just the head texture. So you want to make sure you're copying over the right one for the right race. The default female one is just for Nord. Um, if you're not sure what the race of the NPC is, I'll show you in a sec where you can look that up in Xedit. But then same thing, just copy all this stuff from here, copy it over, and then go to whichever race they are and just copy and overwrite that one. Um, and that's all you have to do to switch the body type. Now, if they have a custom armor, that's a little different. Body and armor are completely separate, so you could technically have a UMP body and a CBB armor, but the texture is going to be all jacked up because most armors uh, reference the default texture, so whatever texture replacer you have. And if you had a CBBE fitted armor with a UMP texture, they don't line up in game, so it looks really weird. So if it has a custom armor, and there's no body slide files to adjust it, and you don't want to go through the hassle of converting it from one body type to the other in Outfit Studio, you can just change their base outfit. So that's what I'm going to show next with the outfit records. So what you want to do is you're going to open up Xedit. And we'll go to, just go to the one we're just looking in. So scroll down to, okay, so right here. All right, so here is my mod here. So you go to the NPC, and here's all my NPCs. Now, Freya's a Nord, so you know that was the default textures. But that's all you do. You go down, you click on the NPC, you go down to the race, and that'll tell you what race they are, and that way you can tell what texture file. So anyway, for the outfits, you click on the NPC. You're going to scroll down a little bit to default outfit. And this is what the NPC is going to be wearing. Now, if it's a custom armor, it'll have something else in here pointing to that custom armor. So all you have to do is click on that. It'll say, give you this warning, hit yes. And then you'll have a drop down over here. In the drop down, you just go and pick whatever you want. You scroll through and it's got all the default armors in the game. So you can change them to, whatever, Blade's outfit, Dwarven outfit, Elven outfit, whatever. It's got all of them in here. So if it's using a custom outfit and you want it to be, you don't want to be using that because it's a different body type, then you can go ahead and go into the record and just change it. It's very simple. So getting into outfit records, they don't work the same as leveled lists, whereas a leveled list, when you're looking at a basic level list, we'll just go to we'll go to an item one. So when you're looking at one of these lists, when the game is told to pick an item with this record reference, it'll come here and it's going to pick something from this list here. So basically, it's like a dice roll, and it'll pick one of the ones on here. With outfits, it doesn't exactly work that way. So we'll go down to outfit records and just look at hide, for example. So with outfit records, if you look at them, it works by last load wins. So basically, whatever's all the way to the right at the bottom is going to win, is what the NPC is going to wear. So the issue with that is if you have a bunch of mods that affect the same outfit record. So like this one has Well, that's not a good example. Go to one that's got a bunch. Um, all right, here's a decent one. So as you can see, this has one, two, three, four different mods that affect this one outfit record. But the only one that's going to get used is this one. And you can't just combine outfit records. So like if I put, for example, if I just dragged all these over here, um, I don't want to do that actually right now, but so if I just drag these all over here and they had a full list of like 10 outfits, what the game will do is the character will wear the last one and the rest of these will just be in the character's inventory. So you'll have a whole bunch of stuff in the inventory, but that's not gonna, it doesn't do like a dice roll for these to pick which one. So the only way to have variety in outfits is linking leveled lists to outfit records. And it can get a little crazy because you can link leveled list into sublist and it can go pretty deep. But the easiest or the main thing to remember is you have to look at these outfit records if you have a lot of mods that change outfits and make sure it's set up with how you want it set up. So, for example, if you're using cloaks and you're using something like Book of UUNP, if you put cloaks after that, it's not going to use UUNP for that outfit record at all um, without you making a patch for it. So on this one, I'm using this enemy variations mod, which has a list of outfits for the guard outfit. And if you control click on the records, it'll take you to that record. So this is the outfit list. So this is an outfit record that links to a leveled list. So if I click on it, so and this is one of the examples where it gets a bit crazy because that outfit record linked to this leveled list, which each one of these links to another leveled list. And this is kind of how people who make mods make it so it can pick up proper sets. Because what the game will do is it'll pick one of these, um, and it'll give you the full set. So if I control click on that one, now you got your boots, your armor, your helmet, and your bracers. Um, some outfit lists don't do sets like that. They just do a piece, and then it'll pull from a whole pool of pieces of like chest piece or or bracers or whatever. It just depends how the outfit record's set up. Um, so what I usually do is after I install all my mods, I go through the outfit records from the Skyrim ESM because that's got all of them. And I just kind of go, it doesn't take too long. I mean, it looks like a lot, but it takes me like an hour or so. Um, I go through them and just make sure I make my own patches here and make sure it's set up how I want it. So, for example, I got Winter is Coming and I got Cloaks. I want it to use the Winter is Coming one. So I drag that over. For Obis, I wanted to use the helmet from that. So I drag that over. And if you look, there's no duplicates of type. So I got my boots, gauntlets, cuirass, shield. I got my cloak. Um, got the helmet. And then this is the bandolier mod. So I got my bandolier on there. Um, that's another thing with the bandolier mod. If you don't patch that over, those won't show up, or they'll overwrite other mods because bandolier mod affects outfit records. Now, which to drag over is you kind of have to have a personal preference on it. For example, I got cloaks and Winter's Coming. Well, it can't use both cloaks. Now you can set leveled lists so does pick from both cloaks. So when you click on it, um, like these go into more level lists, which go into more level lists, and there you go, it goes into all the cloaks. So it can get level list can get a bit crazy because of all these sub lists, and then you're working through 5 layers deep of level lists trying to get stuff set up. But one nice thing about outfits is it's easy to make sure someone's wearing what you want them to wear if you really want to. Some NPCs have their own outfit record. Like Rayloff has one. Trying to think who else. A couple NPCs have one. You can make your own um, outfit records for specific NPCs too. Um, but most of the time for me, I just change to something that already exists. So like if I wanted somebody to wear a vampire outfit instead of what they were wearing, you can do that. Here's another one that's got a whole bunch of mods that affect it. Um, and I mean, it's really going to depend on what your mod order is and what you want to be used. So that's one of the things with outfit lists is it's not really an easy way to just make everything work together without manually coming in here and kind of looking at stuff. But if you do and go through, you can kind of get what you want. You know, basically the mods you have, so you kind of just look and see what has what, and then what you think you might want to be displayed. So yeah, I mean it's pretty simple. What one thing I wanted to mention was a good way if you don't want to mess with records for specific NPCs, but you want to change what they look like in game, is this mod here. Simple NPC outfit manager. And what this will do is it works for all named NPCs from my testing at least. But anyway, it'll add a new dialogue into the game. I think he's got a screenshot of it. So, come on. Maybe it's at the beginning. It doesn't show a picture of. Well, anyway, it'll be a new dialogue option that'll say, let's talk about outfits. You click on that, and then you'll get some options. And basically, you can give them a generic outfit. So you'll pick like generic and then dwarven or whatever, and it'll cycle through your level list and pick a dwarven set. But you can also set custom ones, so you can set your own custom outfits and then put them together and then go to the any NPC and load that custom outfit. So it's really easy to do. So if somebody's wearing something you don't like or you want them to wear something else, it works with companions too. Um, you can do that. A lot of companions have their own uh, different inventory manager. So if it does, you're probably better off using that than this. But this works for most of the NPCs in the game. So I'd highly recommend using that. Let's see what else. So yeah, for me, a lot of the things I have to patch is with the Bandolier mod and the Cloaks mods. Um, Book of UUNP has affects a lot of outfit records, so you just gotta kind of make sure your load order is how you want it, because this one, you see, hits a lot of probably the most outfit records of any of the other mods I have installed. And this one uses lists also, so if you're looking at ebony all outfit, and you go to the chest piece, you can see it picks from any of these. And then this is also how you can add stuff. So if an outfit goes to a level list, you can add stuff to these level lists, like here, to get more things to have a chance to show up. Um, it's just the main thing is remembering that outfit records by default don't work the same as level lists, where you can't just combine outfits in the outfit record. You have to link them to these level lists so it'll pick multiple items. Yeah, I think that's about all I was going to talk to on that one. Just in case people are curious, what I'm working on right now is I'm switching to this Babes of Skyrim from Inhabitants of Skyrim, but I have a lot of mods that affect those NPCs, so I have to make patches. So right now I'm making patches for better vampire NPCs with it. You can use Mater Smash to do some of the work, but it's not always perfect. So making my own patches is usually what I do. Um, and I don't really know how to explain what you're supposed to copy. It's kind of, you have to know what the mod does. So for example, Better Vampire NPCs adds a bunch of new spells, bunch of perks. It adds some new items. It adds a new outfit list. It adds so, but I want to keep the appearance from Babes of Skyrim here. So what you do is you just go through and kind of look here. I want all these, and remember whatever's to the very right is what's going to get loaded. So I want all the Better Vampire NPC stuff to be used. All this is already copied over, so all these perks, um, the new items, the class here. Now, when you get down to the head parts, you don't want to copy that over because you want only the info from here. But like here, this outfit, want it to use that, but I don't want to use any of the skin, head, or anything because that's from this mod. All the tint, texture, records, all this. So if I look at it now, this is all good. All good. It's good. Um, I mean, this has a ton of records, so this is going to take a little bit of time, but really it's not that bad. I listen to some music and just go through and drag the records around. Most patching is just this, just dragging records. I mean, pretty much all patching as far as record patching. When you get patches from people, all it is they drag some records around. I can show you real quick. Let's see. Where is so my Obsidian Fog of War edition? Um, so to combine True Storms weathers with Obsidian weathers, it's really just dragging this weather over here. I mean, that's it. So now there's a chance that this True Storms weather will show up in Pine Forest. And that's also how I got rid of the clear weathers because they used to be here. Just removed them. Now clear weathers are gone. And then I just adjusted the chances for them. And then like for the fog, I had to come in and there's a lot of records in weather mods, but you adjust the fog here for distance. You want to make sure near fog is 0. If not, you get like a line of fog that kind of follows as you move. And then this is how far it is. So the lower the number, the closer it'll be towards you. Um, yeah, I mean, it's pretty easy to make the Fog of War. It's just moving records around. Um, really all patches are just like that. It's just knowing what record to move where, and that's the hardest part. And just playing with them and looking at them, I kind of just picked it up. I looked at a couple videos randomly on YouTube, but nothing really specific. And then I just started looking at mods. Like, and there's a lot of stuff you can do. Like, if you want to change, so for example, what do we got? No, let me get rid of the filter. So say you wanted to change the strength of a spell or something, we can go, let's just say Apocalypse, go down to the spell record, find the spell you want to look at. Base cost is how much mana it costs, so you could change that to whatever you want. And then down here is, uh, let's see, you got your range, your charge time, and depending on the type of spell, like this is a drop zone, so that's not a good example. We want to do like a regular attack spell. Uh, Decompose, Devastate. So this one, it's charge time, base cost. So basically, the what you're going to change to make something stronger or weaker is going to be your magnitude. So the magnitude of it's going to be the damage it does. So if you wanted to make something a lot stronger, I could bring that up to 40. Like this one has a lot of effects on the one spell. Holy crap. Yeah, this one does a whole lot of stuff. Most spells are simple. Like right here, this is what most spells look like. So you have a magnitude of 90, cost of 98, and a charge time of 2 seconds. So you could even change that to 1 second charge time and 180 magnitude. It'd be twice as strong with half the charge time. You'd change it to 0, it'd be an instant cast. It's really easy stuff to adjust a lot of this, if you wanted to. Um, Changing little records like this. Uh, what's other records? Like immersive movement, all these movement types, changing forward walk speeds and run speeds, and the nice thing about this is this also does affect all, like, as it says, NPC. So it'll affect all your NPCs. So you can set how fast you want them to walk, run, rotate, all that good stuff. I mean, it's real. These records are real easy to manipulate. Uh, yeah, I think that'll be it for this one. If people got suggestions of topics they want to hear about in the future, just let me know. Later.